There's something that I really want to talk to you guys today about, and the topic is about disregarding your parents' will for your own will. You might be really wanting to do certain things within your life. You might want to make a channel. You might really want to start a business and doing your own things, but your parents might be holding you back. People in your life might hold you back. If there's anybody that could talk about it, shit, it is me. My parents, totally against what I do. I'll keep it 1,000. My mom isn't so angry and just mad at me. My mom's not like that. She knows I'm gonna be good, but she be worried about me a lot. I can't even lie, because throughout times when I was a kid, I always did what I wanted regardless of what my mom said. And my dad, he's more cutthroat. He's more just like tell you what it is. He from the country, so like, you know, he from Mexico, so back over there, they don't play that shit. Like, they don't play about no damn social media, making businesses, none of that. They don't give a fuck about that. They'll fire your ass up. Get the fuck off the phone. You look gay. Fucking go work a job. You know what I'm saying? Go put in this work in the field. Be a mechanic. Do this, do that. And I've heard this so many times. And I heard all of the curse words in the world. But I'm not a bitch. I'll keep it a bean with you. I love you. I'm not a bitch. And I love them because they made me tough. My mom made me tough because, you know, my dad, when we was younger, he ended up departing from us. And I ended up living with my mom. My mom made me tough growing up. She ain't play no fucking games. I keep it a beam with you. But even then, I always did what I wanted to do. And I always stood up to what I wanted to do, regardless of what nobody was talking about. I didn't care about what he said, she say, this, that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I did what I wanted to do, and I'm always going to do that. There's just another little side note I'd love to talk about real quick, is your will is God's will. And I was talking to my homie the other day through Instagram DMs, and me and him been talking about philosophical, religious debates type thing. And he said something that triggered, and I'm talking about that triggered the fuck out of me, because he's super religious into Islam. But he told me, I want to start hitting the gym again. God's willing, I'll start hitting the gym again. Just God willing. I'm like, bro, God's with you every step of the way. Your will is God's will. Your will is God's will. He's like, oh, but what if God doesn't have that out for me? Maybe it's just not meant for me, this, that. Your will is God's will. Your destiny is your destiny, and God's with you and there to back you up regardless of what happens. So I got triggered. I started flaming him up on the Instagram. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, we started, I got on a phone call with him. We talked for like 3 hours about this one topic. Like, I love shit like that. But your will is God's will. What you want to do with your life, he's there every step of the way. Whether you do it good or bad, he's there with you. That's why when they say free will, God gave you free will. He's there with you regardless if you use that free will, your way of life, and what you do in a negative way. He's still there. He's still going to be seeing you. He's still going to be looking after you, whether you believe in, the religious God of Islam, or you believe in Christianity, Jesus is God. Whatever God you follow, he's going to be there. God wants you to win. The universe wants you to win. Whatever religious, deity that you think is there for you, whatever you want to say, he's there. He wants you to win. The universe, God, other people believe in all types of shit, but they there, like, whatever, it's there for you to help you win. So I used to often say, how can I lose if I got God with me? How could I lose? This is always my mindset. That blind faith is beautiful. In that circumstance, it is beautiful. You can't lose if God's with you. How could I lose? Fuck you mean? I got God with me. You see what I'm saying? But, okay. So, back to the topic of your parents, right? And I want to make a big distinction right here. When you have broke parents compared to rich parents, there are two totally different mindsets. And I'm talking about a whole different way of life and how they live. Not only financially, but mentally, spiritually, and physically. How they act, how they live to get by. A rich person don't be stressing about no money, while your poor parents could be scrapping up whatever they got to go get you some food. I've been in that position where it's broke, nothing but broke. And the only reason why I seen the rich side was because I stood with some people for a little bit, like a year, 2 years. I lived with these people who had some bread, who had a nice house with a pool in the backyard, all of that. I'm talking about five bedrooms, one upstairs. Like, you go downstairs in the basement, it's like a house, living room, other rooms, and bro, pool, backyard, beautiful suburbs compared to the trenches of slavery and just survival. I've seen both of this shit. And I also read a lot of books on financial wealth and how financial, financial free people live, and how they, they might not be the richest people in the world, but they have money and they're wealthy, how their mindset is totally different. Broke people, straight survival. There is no vision of coming up. There's nothing. It's very rare. And it's rare that you find people who want to get this money as much as you, or be as successful as much as you. Your parents, they're old school. They grew up in a whole different generation of just work, of go to college. We all heard that. Go to college, get a degree, or go to trade, get a degree, and boom, that's your career path for the rest of your life. That's all the broke people say. But once you go into spirituality and you realize God's will is your will, God's within you. Kingdom of God dwells within you, Luke 17:21. You can't lose one. That's what I want to instill upon your mind. You can't lose when God's with you. So whatever you do, you just got to do it with your heart out, and you're going to be straight. But also, your parents, they don't know as much. When you come from slavery and brokenness and just no money, they don't know as much. They're not as intellectually smart as other people, right? If you spend your time reading more books, like I've just been reading a lot lately, just a lot more, especially on financial freedom and how to build a business and get this money. You are gonna go from this end, even though you might be still broke as a joke. You gonna go slowly and creep yourself to the mindset. Once you get the mindset of the rich, you gonna feel rich. You gonna understand that there's way more ways to get money than just go to college and get a degree and live, and by 60 you get your 401k and this, that. Bro, why would I want that for my life? Why would you want that for your life? You should aspire for way more. And that's where it triggers me, because I got people that I love within my life. They in this position where their parents are just holding them back. And I get it. Like, they might have some wisdom upon, being a mechanic, doing like the standardized jobs. But mechanics get money. I'm not about to sit here and disrespect that. Or people like teachers, they get a good salary. But like, if you want to go from just like to a whole nother level, you can't listen to people who don't have money about money. It's like listening to a homeless man talking to me how to get this money. Bro, that's foreign. He's speaking Chinese. Like, at that point, he not even speaking English to me. I'm like, I'm actually gonna leave one clip, I think. This is one video. This dude's like, he like, how I hear you if you're not speaking about money or speaking money. I'll leave it right here, matter of fact. It's like some funny ching chong shit, like some Chinese shit. Not to be racial, I'm not a racist. I fuck on all races, but bro, it's the funniest thing in the world. How you sound to me if you're not talking about money. But dead ass, it's like talking to a poor person about money. Bro, why are you going to him about money? That's why you go read books, or you go online and you hear people with money talk about money, their work ethics, what they do, spiritual growth. A lot of these millionaires that I listen to and I heard of, they do visualization, they do meditation, they visualize, and their eye is straight on the path of where they want to go. All distractions is fuck all that. So it's go big or go home within your life, bro. And someone shouldn't tell you what you should do with your life. Fuck no. I didn't even let the teachers tell me what to do in school. She tell me sit down, I stand up because I'm a dickhead. Like, that's how I always was. Like, and I'm not saying that if your parents are telling you like pretty good advice. Like I said, if you got rich parents, bro, listen to them. They have knowledge. They don't just have knowledge. They have life experience. They really in the position of getting this money. But even then, if they want you to do certain things that you genuinely don't want to do, but you have a work ethic, and you working day in and day out to get to where you want to be with your own path, then it's alright to hear what they saying, but you really not feeling what they saying. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference between that. You hearing it, but you're not feeling it. Yeah, I want to go be a lawyer, go to law school, or whatever the fuck, but that's not what you intrinsically want to do within your life. But you're not a lazy bitch. That's the thing. A lot of motherfuckers are lazy. I'll raise my hand. I've been a bitch this past couple months. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been off my pathways, but I have been working like a motherfucker in real life, like the 9-to-5 slave shit. I've been on that. I'm not gonna lie, stacking up some money. But I need to make more time for my actual pathway of my growth, which is YouTube. But if you have time, or if you have the freedom to like not pay bills and shit, bro, get on the grind. Just stay on what you do, right? And your parents, the wealthy people, could really give you some game. Like, this is what it is. They done lived it. And you can take that game within your own arsenal, but you gotta definitely do what you want to do. That's what I'm saying. You have a passion for something, go do that. You see what I'm saying? You gotta go do that. Fuck whatever anybody else is doing, saying this, that. People laughing at you. Your parents, man. My parents done called me every name in the book, boy. Yeah, I must not. I mean, y'all definitely don't know because y'all don't live with me or like be around me. But my homies growing up, they definitely, they know all that shit. But it's genuinely like, this is your pathway. This is your life. Another human being can't see what you see, right? Like I was saying, the mass majority of broke people are always told, go to college, go get a trade, do something like that. Just work like a slave, basically. And I will say, at certain times, you should work like a fucking slave, stack up some money, and get back to doing what you gotta do. You might have to stay in the mud for a little bit, working 12, 16-hour days. That's the type of shit I'm talking about, to really stack up some bread and, you know, still do your thing on the side. But you got to stay in the mud at some certain point in your life. You got to stay in the mud. I don't give a fuck what nobody's talking about. Get a year's worth of money in advance. Have that in the bank, cooling type shit, just in case anything goes wrong. But like I was saying, the mass majority of broke people have been always heard to college, get a degree, get a job. There's actually statistics of people who go to college and get a degree, that they go out, like they get out of college, they get their degree, and they still don't get a job and shit like that. Associates, like the 2-year, they don't go and do a lot of different things within, you know, their career path, right? That's just my opinion in my life that I've seen. But you're always heard this information, right? But say, because you're in this group, the broke slaves, you try to depart and you reading books on money and, you know, your dreams and following this shit and how to get there, right? You're departing from these people. And they're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're not on the right path. You're not working enough. Oh, you're not in college. Oh, you're not doing this. So you're a failure, right? But you're departing from these people. Why would I want to be like them? They don't even know where their path is. Most people I know that go to college, they go for partying and fucking hoes and shit. Okay, cool. But I'm worried about the money, not the honey. You dig what the fuck I'm saying? I'm not worried about all that other shit. I'm worried about how to get this bread. Everybody worried about pussy, bro. I want money. Fuck all that pussy shit. I get pussy's just always coming to me. So fuck that. I need money, you know. And then once you get money, you're gonna get endless ass anyways, if you really a dude who really like that. But you're departing from these people, and if you try to tell these people your pathway and what you want to do in your life, it's like you're speaking Chinese. They're not gonna understand. So it's better to conceal your intentions. Dead ass serious. It's better to conceal your intentions than to try to talk to sheep. It's like talking to a wall. You tell them, they can't comprehend. They might understand a little bit, but they can't see your full vision. In the 48 Laws of Power, it says conceal your intentions. Don't let people know what you're doing. Because one, there's really no point unless there's a group of people that you have in your life, your homies, that can understand and feel what you're saying. But if you go to your uncle or your grandpa or your granny or, you know, these people, you try to give them what you want to do, you try to lay out the map and the picture, they not gonna get that shit. They gonna be like, yo, this little dude talking some bullshit. Like, fuck what he talking about. He gonna be a failure. You gonna be a loser. So you can withhold from that shit by just keeping your mouth shut. And I'm telling you, I wear my heart on my sleeve, bro. I walk around like, yeah, this money, I'm getting this shit. I don't give a fuck about what nobody's talking about. This success finds me. You dig what I'm saying? That's how I always felt. So when other people will tell me what I'm going to do for my career, like family members and shit, and I'll tell them like, yeah, I'm getting this money. I'm going to be a millionaire. Like, to them, being a millionaire is the biggest thing in the world. I'm like, damn, like, because if I really told you I'm going to be like up 100 mil, like, you know what I'm saying? As years go by and shit, like, I want to be up 100 mil, they gonna think I'm fucking nuts. Like, you think what I'm saying? So it's like, why would I even tell them? And then they scrutinizing me for just wanting to get 1 million. Imagine if I told them 100 mil. They laughing at me at one. I'm like, damn, y'all bar is so set low because they living through reality, so much of the 3D. I'm over here manifesting or just meditating and just, you know, dropping the ego and seeing what I really could do and what I want to do. And seeing it from the quantum field. I'm living in a whole different life that most people won't really understand, right? And if I try to break it down, they still not going to understand. So it's better yet that I shut the fuck up, ain't it? It's better yet that you shut the fuck up. Like, that's all it is. You can't try to wake up sheep or talk. It's like you're talking to a wall. It goes in one ear, out the other. It doesn't matter. Just say anything. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but just conceal what you actually gonna do, because it's better to not get laughed at and scrutinized and hated for what you want to do truly in your life than telling them some bullshit lie. I'll tell you, bitch, I'm gonna be the best gas station worker of my life, man, of all time. Like, there's nobody gonna be fucking with me. I'll look at you straight like this in your face, like, I wouldn't even laugh. I'll be like, bro, I'm gonna be the best gas station worker of all time. I'm gonna be the best 7-Eleven store associate of all time. That's my dream. And I'll look at you. They'll feel that more than they'll feel me saying I want to be up 100 mil. You think what I'm saying? That's the problem. So it's like they'll be like, "Ooh, that's realistic. Oh, okay." This shit is so funny to me. Like, people's bars are so set low, like so low for themselves. I'm seeing people touch 50, 100K a month. I'm like, yo, like, really think about 100 bands a month. Like, why would I live this existence and not try to get money so that I can be freed from the rat race of slavery? Like, why wouldn't I try my hardest to do that? Why wouldn't I read books of people who already have that type of money even more and do what they kind of do, follow in their path in some certain type of way and take some knowledge from them and apply it to me? Why wouldn't I do something like that? Oh, because society's gonna judge me. Oh, your mom and dad are gonna be like, you're fucking retarded. I could give two fucks. I've never listened to most people anyways. Like, if you're not someone that I deem as respectful, like, or nice, or somebody who's really up there within this, even the materialism world, I'm not gonna listen to you. Like, if I see you try to tell me or her, it's like, put it like this, like, it's like a fat dude telling you how to get in shape. Like, I'm supposed to listen to you? It's like a broke person telling me how to get money. I'm supposed to listen to you? Am I missing something? Tell me. Am I missing something? A broke dude telling me how to get this money. Why wouldn't I listen to the millionaire? Why wouldn't I listen to the people who are successful? Right? So, if you just want to be freed, I know so many people who are trapped. It seems like trapped against their will when it comes to shit like this. It's just you dead ass just gotta let your balls hang. That's all it is. Let your balls hang. I'ma do this regardless if you guys like me or not. I'm sorry. That's just all it is. That's all it is. This is my life. I love you. Thank you for everything. But I gotta do what I gotta do. This is my life. This is my world. This is my reality. I'ma create a great reality. The reality's already created in the quantum field. If you understand that, you already know. The sad part is I never knew how that shit felt, of like being held against my will of doing something that I wanted to do. I never listened to the teacher at school. I've listened to my parents. But over time, as I got older, I started to do what I wanted to do, and that's just what it was. Like, it's none of that. Like, I'm not gonna get stopped from doing what I want to do, because why would I live an existence like that? Why would I live a life like that? But also, if you're not a hustler, you're not really trying to be outside doing your thing, like really grinding, then it's like your words don't mean shit. I'll tell you that right now. Your words don't mean shit. When it comes to that, bro, you just gotta really let them know what it is and be. You could be truthful. You could be like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, whether you agree with it or not. I love you. I'm still be working. I'm still pay my bills, pay my rent, whatever. But I still gotta do what I gotta do. And also, a lot of people don't see it this way either. Your parents wants what's best for you, bro. They want what's best for you, and they could be blowing your shit, like getting you mad and angry and like, yo, calling you a loser, shit. Like, I heard all types of shit. Trust me, we ain't gonna get too deep in that, but they just want what's best for you. Like, they don't want you to go in the same path as they went. You know, you look at their life, look at your parents' life, especially if you broke in the trenches, no money, no nothing. Look at their life. All we did was slavery. All we did was get evicted letters, all types of shit. If you could understand that, you could understand that. No money for food, barely money for clothes, for school, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to live like that, so don't follow in that pathway. And they don't want you to follow in that pathway. That's why they try and tell you to go to college and this, that. If your parents ain't go to college and shit, you know what I mean? They try and tell you with the shit that they wanted to do, or that they didn't get the chance to do, or the things that they should have done. So when you see it in that light, you could low-key forgive them, but do what you gotta do, but really grind, bro. I love y'all, bro. That's just something I need to get off my chest, boy. So I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna leave my last video right here for you guys. So if you missed upon that, go watch that video. So stay yourself, stay 300, whatever you do in life. Trust me, I believe you, bro.